Caroline Eaton Le Conte was an American writer. Born in 1863 in Columbia, she was the fourth daughter of Joseph Le Conte, geologist, Berkeley professor, and California conservationist. American philosopher Josiah Royce described her as slight, eccentric, a not uninstructed lover of art, a thoughtful dreamer of airy visions. Her 1897 The Statue in the Air seems to be the only book she ever published. She died in 1945 at Alameda, California. The story of the book takes place in the Valley of Callithera, a fertile valley encircled by mountains of everlasting ice. It is reported by the men of the valley that a group of shepherds who had been led into the mountains earlier that same day by the foreigner Botas had not returned. Botas, who is the foster brother of Heliophanes, claims they simply disappeared into the abyss, a massive evil chasm which claims the lives of the Callitherans on a regular basis. The people, enraged by this news, go to Heliophanes, since he is the one who is to decide when the dreaded chasm is to be finally closed. However, as much as he would like to do so, the obstacle stopping them from doing so is the monstrous Troglodytes. Heliophanes then chooses to go and seek an audience with the prophet. The prophet tells Heliophanes how he had dwelt in the land of l.w.currey and how he had received the vision which called him to become the prophet in the first place, as well as receiving a vision as relating to the slayer of Troglodytes who will deliver the valley once and for all. The prophecy goes that when the hero steps to the pool and plucks from its bosom the sacred flower, and the same day arrives in the palace a 5-year-old child, the statue of Eros, that very day Troglodytes is slain. Thus the whole valley eagerly awaits the arrival of the sacred statue which had been placed upon a boat from l.w.currey and is to arrive on the morrow, which will signify the fulfillment of the prophecy. Along with the statue, Euphorion also returns from l.w.currey, Euphorion who is secretly the son of the god Eros. But the ship cannot make the Callitheran port, and thus the sacred statue must be carried over the mountains, especially over the monstrous abyss, with Botas chosen to help carry it safely to the village. Now the newly arrived Euphorion must not only fend off the monstrous Troglodytes and his curiously demoted henchman Typhon, but must also contend with the machinations of an evil wizard, all so that he can recover the sacred statue and bring back his father Eros to the country, so that the winters shan't consume the land in ice and ravage newborn cattle and the lives of men alike. Overall, this novel showcases conflict between the forces of chaos and the gods acting through men, for the most part, since the gods really don't want to get directly involved. This is a new story in the garb of an old Greek myth with genuine miracles, monsters, and divine intervention. Perhaps it is a bit on the short side. The villainous, deformed magician particularly would have needed more time to shine, as would the monstrous hordes of Troglodytes. Typhon, despite being a very major part of Greek myth and a most formidable foe to Zeus, gets one mention and then is never heard from again. Still, this is a story that will hold your interest, though you will wish that it was at least twice as long as it is. It's a particular tragedy that the author never wrote anything else.